Drew Barrymore, Sharon Stone, that one lady from Alien. What do they all have in common? Tumbling. I'm Alec Dahmer. The world of tumbling is one that's often seen on the Olympics and highly competed for and coveted. But what we don't see is the male perspective. I took time to go down to a local college and visit with a group of Olympic hopeful tumblers. And what I found was rather intriguing. I'm here with Coach Russell McDoogal. Coach, what would you tell me about yourself? What would you say your role on the team is?
Well, I just, keep the boys in line. Not an easy job.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. Who is Barry McCracken?
Who is Barry McCracken? That's like asking who's Jesus Christ, you know? He's the superstar. I'm the superstar of the team.
My name's Chad Cockburn. Chad Cockburn.
How did you get into tumbling initially?
Well, I heard about it in the 80s and thought it sounded pretty neat. I thought I'd give it a try. I did my best, rolling around like the other guys, but I didn't do so well, I guess. Coaches didn't like me. I got kicked off the team. But I still had this passion for the sport, so I turned that passion into coaching. Some people turn into champions, others turn into coaches.
I feel like I was born a tumbler. If it were the future and we could genetically engineer people to tumble, I feel like I would be the product of it, you know what I mean? Because I've got a strong base leg here, got a lot of flexibility if I need it, and I'm really good at improvisation, If I need to crack out something for a couple extra points in a routine, I can do it, so.
What do you like most about tumbling?
The thrill, the excitement, the shorts. I like the socks. Yeah, I love Sully. Sully's there for me all the time. Sully, what's up, baby? Oh, bam! Come here. Yeah. That's what I like about tumbling. You see that?
Sully, what would you say your role on the team is?
Yeah, well, I tumble, I fall. But
Sully's not even on the team.
He's not on the team. He shows up to all the practices, but he's not on the team.
He doesn't have legs. Give him a little hope. Let him be a part of something. I do that, but he's not in any of the competitions. He can get laughed at.
Well, he's on the team like Captain Crunch is actually a captain.
Yeah, it's a difficult since I don't have any legs,
I noticed your handicap there.
I am handicapped.
How did that occur?
It's Desert Storm, round 1. They blew to my legs.
You maintain an Olympic dream, I see.
I'd reach for that dream every day, son.
What would be the ultimate dream for your career? What would be the ideal career for Chad Cockburn?
Well, I'd like to probably tumble for the U.S. Olympic team. Definitely the U.S. Olympic team. I couldn't work for the French team or anything like that. I don't speak French very well or German, so it'd have to be an English-speaking team.
What would you say your ultimate goal of coaching this team would be?
I'd say get at least one of these boys to the Olympics and win them the gold. But I think that'd be dream come true. I win buku bucks, get whole bunch of cash, get hire maybe some private lady company for a night. You know what I mean?
I see. I do know. Who is Russell McDoogal?
McDoogal. He's a McDouche, if you know what I'm talking about. He doesn't even know what he's doing. He shouldn't be here. I don't know who hired him.
I remember, being like 9 or 10 years old and just watching male tumbling on television and getting to see Coach McDoogal do his thing, and that's kind of what inspired me to be on the team, and to luck out like I did and get on his team. Awesome. I love it.
Were you aware that Coach Russell McDoogal your coach didn't actually make it? There was another Olympian named Russell McDoogal that didn't make it to your team.
Well, in my eyes, Coach McDougal's always going to be a winner, so.
What are your thoughts on your coach?
Oh, coach, yeah. He does, I don't know about the whole shaving the legs thing, but, I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. I most definitely do shave my legs. I got to. It's a career precaution, really.
Shaves his legs.
His legs look like the back of a tortoise. Just completely shaven, no hair.
If you get out there and any of the other coaches see you without shaved legs, you're gonna hear about it. They're gonna make fun of you.
It's smooth. I rubbed up against it before. It is smooth. He lotions it, I think, too.
Barry over there is always, I think he's gay. He rubbed up against my legs one time, and he's got a firm foundation, firm knowledge of lotions.
Really?
Yeah, thoroughly. With probably Chanel, maybe I could see Avalon. But I'd go more, he seems like kind of a classy douche.
Right.
So he might get something a little bit more expensive to make him seem cooler than what he is. Because everyone knows he's nothing.
What are your thoughts on Barry?
Yeah, like you said, Barry and I are co-captains, and I feel like we balance each other out, kind of. One of us really legitimately cares about the sport, and we're more the technical leader, I guess. And another one is just here for fun and games, I guess, with people like Sully.
So you would say you're kind of a natural at tumbling?
Is that a serious question?
Well, Barry's my guy. I mean, I love that. He walks around, he that little side. I love that. Barry.
Look in the Webster Dictionary. Look up tumbling. You know what you're going to see?
What am I going to see?
The definition of the word tumbler, which I am.
Do you have any thoughts on Barry? What are your thoughts on him?
Well, like I said earlier, I think he's a homo.
I'm trying to say that I am tumbling. Tumbling is Barry. Barry is spelled Tumbleeing. Tumbling.
But I don't know. He's just not a nice guy. He's good. He's a good athlete.
Barry's a nice guy, I guess. Sometimes he knows how to have fun. But I feel like if we looked at tumbling from a technical aspect, I'm a little more qualified than.
What do you think about Chad?
Well, he's a good kid. He tries hard, but he just I don't know. He needs to grow some balls.
Okay. Before we continue, is this blood on the floor?
I'm not.
You see this right here, blood?
He's always getting yelled at, you know, always getting made fun of by Barry. It's just it's not a pretty thing.
Well, it doesn't taste like blood. I think we're okay.
What are your thoughts on Chad Cockburn?
Oh, Cockburn? That homo? Oh, yeah.
But he doesn't stand up for himself, so it's kind of something that's gonna happen.
I see.
That dude, I seen him sucking off a chicken in the locker room. A male chicken, by the way, you know? He was in there like that, you know? You ever seen that from a man?
You know, people, they can be hard on hot buns. Sometimes they don't like that.
That kid's mom has more clap than a high school auditorium.
I don't know, just tumbling to me seems like a thing I can do if I've had a bad day or if I'm really frustrated. I can bring it all out on the mat, you know, and I can tumble it away.
That's great.
Shut up, Cockburn!
Okay.
Shut up, Cockburn!
It's a great way of self-expression. Jerry Seinfeld had wrestling, Van Gogh had music, and I've got tumbling. So.
Shut up! Cockburn! Cockburn! Shut the up! I'll kill you!
What would you say your motto would be?
Vincent Price, remember the old creepy actor?
Right.
He said carpe diem, or seize the day. So that's another thing I like to live by.
Doing my thing. One wheel at a time,
Do you have a motto that you like to live by or anything like that?
Nope, I'm not gay.
Would you have a motto that you live your life by or that you like to keep reminding yourself of?
If it's got legs, you can it.
Do you have any heroes that you like to look up to?
Well, number one, me small guy. I'll have to be Stephen Hawking.
I would have to say the Romans for inventing the meal.
Definitely Coach McDoogal. Comes in every day, gives it his all.
Why Stephen Hawking?
He's very handicapped, similar to me, but he do what he does. And, he gets what he gets. So it's a bit influenced me. But
I'd have to say John Goodman when he's playing Fred Flintstone in the Flintstones.
Captain Crunch. He's got a delicious cereal.
But then again, that some bitch still got his legs, so.
I guess you would say that he has a leg up on you. Now, as listed on the Olympic website, it says that tumbling's actually a series of floor exercises, and I'm noticing that you guys are doing a lot of falling down. Are you aware of that, or what are your thoughts?
I'm sorry, I'm confused with the question. What do you mean? What is it?
On the Olympic website, tumbling's defined as floor exercises, back handsprings, round-offs, that kind of thing. You guys are just doing a lot of falling down.
Did Saul put you up to this? Saul, did you put him up to this?
You guys fully understand what tumbling is?
Yeah, I mean, you think we're not professional here?
No. This is like backflips or round-offs or front handsprings. I'm not seeing a lot of that at this
Are you
practice.
sure it wasn't Wikipedia or something you were looking at that might have false information on it?
No, I'm sure. This is the Olympic website. I'm not saying. I'm just saying that the Olympic Committee defines it as floor exercise.
You're coming off as a little offensive to me. I mean, this is my life.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Saul, you're an idiot.
I have to go talk to Coach McDoogal. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. But if Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, how many pickled peppers did, in fact, Peter Piper pick? And how many of them were tumblers? And more importantly, who gives a